Well, hello folks, Tim here again with some more Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. So, last time we were together, we explored the Friendly Arm Inn,
With
we
caution.
completed a quest, and now we are going to head to Beregost.
At any cost.
So that is south. We will head to Coastway, which we've already explored, so we should just be able to walk through it. And then we'll enter Beregost.
What do you need?
Good day, my lady.
Fine day to you, sire. Such a fine day too, wouldn't you say?
Golan Zen. Need directions? You seem a friendly sort, so I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. What do you need from the town of Beregost? So we could get an inn, bit of luxury, weapons and armor, and a place to sit a spell and drown my worries. So let's pick that one first. A drop or two to ease the spirits, huh? The Burning Wizard and the Red Chief are in the center of town. Feldpost Inn is along the western edge, and the Jovial Juggler is along the south. They will all serve you well. So, an affordable inn. We have many inns for inns. Already, I can't talk. For the frugal adventurers, the Red Chief has basic rooms, though the clientele is a touch rowdy. There are also the Burning Wizard and the Jovial Juggler, which also have finer suites. The Red Chief is near the center of town, as is the Burning Wizard, so it basically just gives me directions again. How about weapons and armor? We have the best smithy in all the realms. Taram Thunderhammer, I can't even say his last name, so I'm not going to try, runs the Thunderhammer Smithy on the eastern side of town. He has a few exceptional items as well, though you could also check Feldpost Inn. They carry trophy items, though. I'm sorry, they carry they carry trophy items, though you had best be rich as kings. Feldpost Inn is in the west, closer to the southern edge of the town. So he has been helpful?
Yes.
We are in Beregost. So I know that you can loot the houses.
You're a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this.
We'll see if I have any better luck picking locks. This may be something that we come back to after we get Imoen a level. Oh, there's the person that lives here. So let's not do questionable activities while they're actually in the room. Nothing in the kitchen. Let's go up the stairs.
I've done had enough of this.
Alright, sadly enough, I think this is pretty much going to be the result of anything I might try to do, because she just doesn't have high enough lockpicking
What you
skill,
want?
right? So, let's see, skills. So open locks is 25, find traps is 35, pickpockets is 25. So yeah, we're not going to be able to to open any of
Yes?
these locks, I guarantee.
At any cost.
Might be able to get like one random one, but let's not spend all day doing that. Let's...
Agreed.
There's a barrel. Could probably loot a barrel. Nothing. Sack of grain. There's some gold. Good on you.
You'll feel the sting in my boot if you bother me further.
So yeah, all these houses, we're not going to be able to loot them right now. We're walking. I think they said Feldpost Inn is on this side of town. And it is right there. Let's hop in there and take a peek.
Here now, get out. I don't like your
there's
typing
Marl.
here.
Hello, Marl. Here now, get out of here. I don't like your type in here. I don't know who he is, so...
You tell him, Marl.
Let's find
With
out why he
caution.
doesn't
Are you
like us.
talking to me?
Hey,
Are you talking to me?
I told you to get lost. Ain't no room for your trouble-making strangers. Alright, no need to get it bent out of shape. There's plenty of bar for us all. I take whatever shape I want. I'm sick of you freakish adventurers going out, consorting with God knows what, and dragging your trouble back into my hometown. What do you say to that? I just do what I think is right. We solve a lot more trouble than we cause. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? You mess up the local economy with your treasure, you upset the balance of nature, you flash your magic around, and because of it, maybe somebody's son thinks it's fun and goes out and gets himself killed. It's a bad example, and somebody ought to kick your ass for it. There's an order, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's this one. Hold on, everyone goes their own path, and I'll not be held accountable for what the fates deal. He was a good boy till your kind came through town, filled his head with nonsense they did, and because of it, he's dead. Now why shouldn't I take that out of your hide? So here's our options. Look, I'm sorry for your son and all, but I had nothing to do with it. I just want to leave peacefully. There's because if you were like this at home with him, I would have bolted too. You probably had the reins so tightly you nearly choked him to death before anything else could. Pretty sure that's going to result in a fight. If you knew him like you think, then ask yourself if he wouldn't have gone anyway. It's a calling you're born with. Nobody gives it to you. Let's go with that one. Tain't true. He was going to take over the farm and settle down. Maybe apprentice with Thunderhammer during the winter. He never wanted to adventure. Duncan chimes in. That was what you wanted, Marl. Fun's fun, but you're blaming these folk for what couldn't be helped. That boy was a firebrand if ever there was. Marl says, no. He was settling down. He wanted. Duncan says, that new plow you bought last year? He got the gold by helping clear kobolds near Olgath's beard. He wanted to make a difference, make the realms a bit safer, just like these folks most likely. By Shanti, why couldn't he just stay home? Okay, so he probably can't stand all the crying. If you girls are finished, I'll go now. That's probably a fight-inducing thing. If it's alright with both of you, I would really like to leave now. Too many mood swings in the room and I'm getting dizzy. The realm's calling, you go. He sounds a fine lad, taken too soon, but doing what he was meant. If you'll suffer my company, I'll buy you around and toast his memory. We'll go with that one. Marl says, would be fitting, I suppose. To Kenair, Nethilim, rest ye well. I would be alone for a while. Duncan says, well, 'tis the calmest I've done seen him in a week. Still, best you move along. Marl ain't known for his steady moods. Alright, so I get 900 XP for that.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
And Jahira leveled up.
Nature's servant awaits.
Alright, so ready to level up. I'm like over here trying to click on this. It's right here. Level up. Alright, so she doesn't get any new proficiency points. So she'll get Thaco reduced by 1. Additional pre-spells, level 1 spell. Additional hit points gained is 12 and her lore increased by 1. Excellent. So we can go in and take a gander at her pre-spells. So we need an in-room in order to do that, so we'll worry about that later.
For the group.
Again?
So she's leveled up.
For now.
So we've talked to Duncan, we've talked to Marl. Who's this over here? Gillian.
Do you mind? I'm off to go shopping.
Oh, hello. You must join me for a while. I insist. We'll choose. When a lady offers me a drink, how can I refuse? You are the life of the party, you are. This all reminds of a time when Betsy and I were still... Ooh, I'm so silly. I don't know a Betsy. I would say she's drunk. Alright. Let's meet Hefis. 99 tankers of ale on the wall. 99 tankers of... Yeah, I'm not going to sing that because nobody needs that in their life. And here we have our bartender.
I got some cheap beer for ya.
Keep a low profile if you please. Tempers are short for strangers right now. Okay, so we don't really have anything to sell. Oh, he's got arrows +2. He's got bullets +1. He's got mage spells. I don't know if we really need arrows +2 right now. Alright, so
Yes, oh omnipresent
we need a little bit of
authority
healing,
figure.
and Jahira needs a spell memorized. Alright, so we are going to add three cure light wounds and entangle. And then we'll get a room for the
For
night.
the group.
You want some whiskey?
We don't really like.
Ah,
So his charisma's 17, which means that we should save a little
I
bit
got
of
some
money on
cheap
things
beer for
sometimes.
you.
Alright, so let's get... That's 3 gold. Alright, let's get a merchant room. And a rest for the night. Why didn't that work?
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
Ah, okay, rent. Look at that. Hey, there's a mouse. Alright, so we rested for 8 hours. Everybody's rested up, and
You've a
Jahira
task?
has her spells memorized. Excellent.
As you direct.
So let's explore the inn a little bit.
what is the plan? Think carefully. As needed.
Alright, nothing in there. There's some gold for us. Who is Elgernon?
What you want?
This is my room and I don't want visitors. Now leave me alone. Okay, so we can steal something from him. But I'm pretty sure Imoen's pickpocketing skill is not going to be good enough right now. So we are not going to try.
Yes.
Town crier, hear ye, by order of his most radiant of Lathander, Keldath, Ormalir, governor of Beregost, and in the best interest of its people, forthwith there a bounty placed upon the head of the mad cleric Basilius, for the crimes against nature that he has committed. Anyone bringing proof of his demise to the Song of the Morning Temple shall receive no less than 5,000 gold. You know what? We're gonna be killing that guy.
I'm actually quite shy.
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
Of course, you know, first thing
I'm
we do is
gone.
see what we can steal. Some gold and a gem. Yeah, we steal before we even talk to the guy. Gold and a gem. More gold.
You require aid? Yes.
All right.
Greetings. I am Kagan. What can I do for you?
What kind of shop is this? I run an escort business. Not that kind of escort business. I hire mercenaries to escort caravans en route from Alm to Baldur's Gate. Right now, I'm looking for some strong sword arms, and I'm willing to pay high. It seems that one of the caravans under my protection never arrived at Baldur's Gate, and I would know what happened. You look like you're a strong group of warriors interested in a job. Sure. I've been having a lot of problems with bandit activity lately, but they've always only taken the cargo and let the caravans go afterwards. I've been catching flack from the family of some of the passengers of this caravan. After all, it was the job of my mercenaries to make sure everyone got safely to Baldur's Gate. Normally, I wouldn't give one damn about some stupid whiner, but one of the passengers is the son of Entar Silvershield, and in this part of the world, his name is Law. So, do you want the job or not? Sure. As soon as you tell us how much will be paid. I'll pay 15 gold per head, as well as equal opportunity to loot any of the dead bodies of the bandits may have left behind. I'm glad you guys have some common sense in your heads. I have an underling who can take care of business here while I'm gone, so let's get a move on. Is that him? That's him. He'll be joining us. Okay, let's take a look at who he is. Level 1 fighter. So he is lawful evil, and we don't really want him in our party. So, you know what we do in that case? We loot him. Alright, and then we will dismiss him, so... Reform party. And remove. I just learned that trick this morning. I thought we had to wait until we got another person.
I don't want to talk.
Got hardy hides, folks. If you ever need a little more dwarven muscle around, you've got it.
As needed.
Oh.
Yes?
Why don't we get everybody to go? Alright, so the caravan he's talking about is one of the caravans that we saw on Ghostway. Or Coastway, I'm sorry. Which, I mean, we could go check out later. So we got a quest from the town crier.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Look who we've come into again. I knew that was there. It's not just a chance meeting. Ah, you're old Gorian's ward, the lonely kid of Candlekeep. Of course I've heard about the loss of Gorian, and I must give you my deepest condolences. I hope, since you've left Candlekeep, you've kept up on your reading. Ah, the world of books. I have heard that a new copy of that wondrous tome, The History of the Faithful Coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you would be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'll gladly reimburse you. I'd even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be so hard with Gorion gone. Okay, so
I care not. I am gone.
we can buy the book from the bartender across the street. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Again?
You're
see what's upstairs.
I've done had enough of this. I am gone.
She didn't like being told what to do. I get a jade ring. And some gold. Alright, so we'll go across the street, we'll buy the book, and we'll bring it back.
Ah. For now. With caution. At any cost.
You want some whiskey?
For now. Agreed.
So hard to find decent folk nowadays.
You are generous to an old man, so I will be generous in turn. Let me give you another book in exchange. It's a touch darker than what you have gotten me, but I get a sense that you may enjoy it nonetheless.
That was a noble deed.
Alright, so 300 XP. My party's
Good on you if you
reputation
saved
went
the
up
day.
by 1. Gained a scroll case and a history of the dead 3. So we got a scroll case. This sturdy container allows dozens of scrolls to be placed in it, safe from exposure to fire, rain, or lightning, common hazards faced by any adventuring wizard. Alright, so we can put this stuff into it, right? So we can save on our, what do you call it? Our bag space. It's a ring, dude. Alright, see this helmet here? It's a cool looking helmet. I want that on my guy. Okay, so that and that. Container. And there we go, we have conserved bag space. History of the Dead 3. Knucklebones, Skull Bowling, and the Empty Throne. In ages past there was but one god of strife, death, and the dead, and he was known as Jergal, Lord of the End of Everything. Jergal fomented and fed on the discord among mortals and powers alike. When beings slew each other in their quest for power or in their hatred, he welcomed them into his shadowy kingdom of eternal gloom. As all things died, everything came to him eventually, and over time he built his power into a kingdom unchallenged by any other god. Eventually, however, he grew tired of his duties, for he knew them too well. Without challenge, there is nothing, and in nothingness there is only gloom. In such a state, the difference between absolute power and absolute powerlessness is undetectable. I can't read today. During this dark era, there arose 3 powerful mortals, Bane, Baal, and Mirkil, who lusted after the power Jergal wielded. The trio forged an unholy pact, agreeing that they would dare to seek such ultimate power or die in the attempt. Over the length and breadth of the realms, they strode seeking powerful magic and spells and defying death at every turn. No matter what monster they confronted or what spells they braved, the three mortals emerged unscathed at every turn. Eventually, the trio destroyed one of the 7 lost gods, and they each seized a portion of his divine essence for themselves. The trio then journeyed into the Grey Waste and sought out the Castle of Bone. Through armies of skeletons, legions of zombies, hordes of uncorporeal undead, and a gauntlet of liches they battled. Eventually, they reached the object of their lifelong quest, the Bone Throne. "I claim this throne of evil," shouted Bane the tyrant. "I'll destroy you before you can raise a finger," threatened Ball the assassin. "And I shall imprison your essence for eternity," promised Miracle the necromancer. Jurgal rose from his throne with a weary expression and said, "The throne is yours. I've grown weary of this empty power. Take it if you wish. I promise to serve and guide you as your seneschal until you grow comfortable with the position." Before the stunned trio could react, the Lord of the Dead continued, "Who among you shall rule?" The trio immediately fell to fighting amongst themselves while Jurgal looked on with indifference. When eventually it appeared that either they would all die of exhaustion or battle on for an eternity, the Lord of the End of Everything intervened. "After all you sacrificed, why would you come away with nothing? Why don't you divide the portfolios of the office and engage in a game of skill for them?" Bane, Ball, and Merkill considered the gods offered and agreed. Jurgal took the heads of his 3 most powerful liches and gave them to the trio that they would compete by bowling the skulls. Each mortal rolled a skull across the Grey Waste, having agreed that the winner would be he who bowled the furthest. Malar, the Beast Lord, arrived to visit Jurgal at this moment. After quickly ascertaining that the winner of the contest would get all of Jurgal's power, he chased off after the 3 skulls to make sure that the contest would be halted until he had a chance to participate for part of the prize. Bane, Ball, and Merkel again fell to fighting, as it was obvious their sport was ruined, and again Jurgal intervened. "Why don't you allow Lady Luck to decide so you don't have to share with the beast?" The trio agreed, and Jurgal broke off his skeletal finger bones and gave them to the players. When Malar turned from chasing the skulls, he found that the trio had just finished a game of knucklebones. Bane cried out triumphantly, "As winner, I choose to rule for all of eternity as the ultimate tyrant. I can induce hatred and strife at my whim, and all will bow before me while in my kingdom." Merkel, who had chose second place, declared, "But I choose the dead, and by doing so I truly win, because all of you are lord over Bane, who will eventually be mine. All things must die, even gods." Ball, who finished third, demurred, "I choose death, and it is by my hand that all that you rule, Lord Bane, will eventually pass to Lord Merkel. Both of you must pay honor to me and obey my wishes, since I can destroy your kingdom, Bane, by murdering your subjects, and I can starve your kingdom by staying my hand." Malar growled in frustration, but could do nothing, and yet again only the beasts were left to him, and Jurgal merely smiled, for he had been delivered. That's pretty cool. I wonder, can I put that? No, I can't put that in there. So we just learned something about the history of the gods, have we not? Alright, so now if I talk to him 30 times, he will give us another 300 gold. That's the gold trick again. So I'm going to hop off camera and we're going to do that.
What is the plan?
I'll catch up within a couple minutes. Alright, and there we have it, 300 gold.
Yes.
Who is Garrick?
Hello there. I have a pretty proposal for you.
Hail, adventurers, I have a proposal for you. I have heard that you're an excellent group of warriors. How would you like a well-paying job as bodyguards for my mistress? We're always on the lookout for money. Tell us more. I am Garrick, and I work for Silk Rosanna. She is the most skilled musician and actor along the Sword Coast. In fact, she is to play at the Ducal Palace before the month is done. However, she's been having some problems of late. Some thugs have been hired by Feldpost to hurt her bad because she didn't perform at his inn when she was supposed to. You can't blame her for not showing up. What with a villain like Feldpost running the place. She needs mercenaries to protect her until she's ready to go to Baldur's Gate. She's willing to pay about 300 gold. Of course we're going to take that.
Greetings, mercenaries.
Hello there. I
Silky,
see my Garrick has been rather busy.
Extraordinaire.
You look as if you're worth paying a little extra. What did my little helper offer you? I offered them 300, just like you told me. I'll raise your wage to 400 gold. Well then, I assume that Garrick has explained what your duties are. You must simply dispose of the ruffians when they come to threaten me. They shouldn't be too hard to deal with, but I would advise you to strike fast. Whatever you do, don't speak with them. One of them is a mage, whose mystic words can sway even the most wise of men. Here they are now. Feldpost's thugs. Strike when I tell you to. Greetings, Silky. We're here if you've asked. And we have the... Don't try to threaten me. I won't be easy prey for you to beat on. I've brought friends. What are you talking about? We're here with the gems that... Shut up. There will be no weaseling out of this one. Strike now, kill them all. So, they're bringing gems. She wants us to kill them, probably so she can rob them, so... Stop this madness. We won't murder those who are obviously innocent men. Our deal is off. In any case, you're probably too cowardly to be any good in a fight. I'll deal with them myself after I deal with you. I sense a beating. Oops. God darn it. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. $900 experience. Alright. We get a potion of invulnerability, a magical quarterstaff which needs to be identified, and 400 gold. What does Garrick have to say?
Yes, sir.
Silky's dead. I guess she had it coming. You can't be evil like her and expect to get away with it. I'm out of a job now. Would it be too much to ask if I could join up with you? Sure, we're not going to keep you, but we will loot you.
Hello there.
We thank you for stopping the evil witch before she killed us. Here, take this as a token of our appreciation. And a potion of defense.
I am
All right.
at your service.
So... Oops. We will loot Sir Garrick. send him on his way.
Yes?
Life is glorious.
Ah, well, I suppose it will give me the opportunity to work on this new ballad I've been thinking of. I bet you'll never guess who the protagonists are.
Yes.
Well, since I had it intended, or let me try this again. Since I had not intended on reading a book, why don't we go ahead and end this episode right here? And when we come back,
Ryan would be proud of your actions.
next episode, we will explore Beregost some more. All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you folks later. Take care, everybody.